welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a nice day or night, whatever you guys are up to. So the weather today here is just to die for. It's like clear blue skies, so sunny and so beautiful. So I thought that I would create a really wearable daytime full glam spring look. That was a mouthful. But you know, days like today just make me want to go out and celebrate the sunshine with my friends and my family, which is exactly what I'll be doing after this video. I definitely want to work with a lot of pretty spring colors today, but I do want to do something quite wearable. You know, I think springtime is a great way to experiment with a little bit of color, so I just want to show you guys how you can definitely incorporate a little bit of color into your makeup and make it really wearable. But I really want to show you guys some great long wearing tips, because you know, on days like today, I know I want to be outside in the sunshine all day, so I'm going to show you guys some great tips for getting some really good longevity out of your makeup. So if you guys want to see what look I'm going to create, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so my brows are on and done. I'm actually living for a new brow combo at the moment, and it's also really long wearing, so I'll run you guys through what I used and what I did. To start off with, I went in with my Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil. This is in Soft Brunette, which just looks like this. And I always like to go in with a brow pencil just to get shape. And this might seem like I do my brows in a little bit of a weird order, but after I create the shape with my brow pencil, I then go in and carve my brows out. Today I used my Maybelline Master Conceal, and I just use a tiny little square brush for that. It doesn't have a name or a number, but it's by Napoleon Perdis. And once I've carved my brows out with concealer, I bring that concealer all the way down on my eye, and I use that as a primer. And then to set that, I take a big fluffy brush and any loose powder. This is my Coty Airspun loose powder, and I just set that down. And then taking this really precise angle brush, this is my Zoeva 317 wing liner brush. I then take this eyeshadow by Inglot in 357. And I put this right the way through my brows, and that's to set down the pencil. I just personally think using a shadow after you've used a pencil just makes the brows look really finished and really pretty. And then if you think I was done, I wasn't. This seems really weird, but I take my same fluffy brush and then I quite generously pick up a lot of loose powder, and I actually just put that right the way through my brows. So it probably seems so strange and so scary, but it's a really great way of diminishing any excess oils that are in or around your brow. So once I lay down that loose powder, I just take the spoolie on the end of my brow brush and just brush my brows through like I normally would, and that just gets rid of the excess powder. And for me, that technique is the best way to get bulletproof brows. Another great long wearing product for brows is going in with brow pomades. I like the Chi Chi brow pomades. Most brow pomades are really waterproof, so they're great if you need your brows to last all day. But I would still do the same technique with the brow pomade. So I would set it with an eyeshadow and then set it with loose powder just to be extra cautious and extra. Okay, so after we used about 45,000 products for the brows, I'm going to go on to the eyes, and I definitely want to create something to me that just screams spring. So I definitely want to play with a little bit of color. I'm going to push myself out of my comfort zone, because for me personally, I definitely don't like to wear color, but I just want to show you guys ways of using colors and then making it really wearable. Because like I said, for me, this is definitely a day makeup. So yeah, with all that said, let's get started. So to start off with, for my transition shade today, I'm taking Burnt Orange Matte, which is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I've just picked that up just on a nice big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to take this through the socket. Now moving on to this colour, this is 300 by Inglot, picking that up on my same fluffy brush, just working this through the crease. Now going in with this beautiful dark rusty brown, also by Inglot, this is in 299. I'm actually going to take a reasonably smaller blending brush and just popping this through the socket. And a little bit goes a very long way with these Inglot eyeshadows. They're so pigmented, which I love. Now back in with my big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to soften that out. So now going in with my Morphe 350 palette, which looks like this, I'm going to pick up a little bit of this orangey yellow shade here. Maybe even a little bit of this light orange shade. And on my big fluffy brush, on the top edge of that blend. And this is just going to give us some extra warmth. And as always, I'm going to take my eyeshadow right up to the brow bone. Now going in with this beautiful berry tone, also by Inglot in 301. I'm picking this up on my smaller blending brush. And I'm just going to pop this just in the outer corner. Then back in with my big fluffy brush And I'm just gonna buff that out. Okay, so this is how our eyes are looking so far. So now I'm picking up this gorgeous, gorgeous color from Inglot. This is in 157. You see it's a beautiful orangey bronzy tone. So I've just picked this up on my MAC 239. And I'm just gonna place this on the inner half of my mobile lid. And now just to further intensify, I'm just taking my Mario Badescu Cucumber Spray. I'm just gonna spritz my brush a little bit. And then with my smaller fluffy brush, picking up that same berry tone, I'm just gonna run that over the eye where the sparkly color meets that purple. Now taking this Inglot eyeshadow in number 11, a beautiful kind of champagne gold. Just picking that up on my 239 by MAC. Just gonna pop a touch of this underneath the brow bone. And I'm just gonna soften that harsh line with my big fluffy brush. Okay, so for now that is my eyeshadow done. I'm going to come back and finish my eyes off at the end, but now I'm just going to go ahead and clean up underneath the eye and we'll move on to the skin. I think a really great way to make more colourful eyeshadows wearable, or just a really great tip if you're like me and colourful eyeshadows maybe intimidate you a little bit, is taking whatever colour you want to use and using a shadow that has the undertone of that colour. So you know, for more of the pinky tone that we use throughout the outer corner, instead of going in with really hot pink, we took a shade like this which definitely has a lot of pinky undertones, but it's more of a berry color. And you know, same with the beautiful shimmery color that we used on our eyelids. Instead of maybe going in with a bright orange, this is more of a bronzy eyeshadow that has lots of orange undertones. And the same goes for the rest of the warmer shades that we use. You know, instead of going in with bright red eyeshadows, you can maybe opt for more red toned shadows. It's just a really great way for me, I reckon, to kind of get the best of both worlds. You still definitely get colourful vibes without having to go in with crazy bright eyeshadows. Because for me, these eyeshadows here are crazy bright. Absolutely stunning and so fun to play with. But I know a lot of people would consider these maybe not necessarily to be wearable. I mean, I literally have no chill. I would cover myself in glitter and full face glam to go to the supermarket. I say I could, but I have and I will in the future, so... But anyways, let's move on to skin. Actually, you know what? I lied. Just before we go into skin, I just want to go in with this product right here. This is Inglot Body Sparkles in the color 48. Just a beautiful, beautiful gold tone. It's just a really, really fine glitter. And just on my 239, just want to pop just a touch on. Just in the inner third of my eye. I mean, I know it's quite subtle, but don't you think that just adds the prettiest sparkle? Not necessary, but, well, it's glitter. I mean, like, I try so hard not to be extra, but sometimes I just can't help it. Like, before every video, I always put on, like, a nice shimmery bronzer over my décolletage, and I always like to highlight my collarbones. And then I just had to go in with my gold glitter spray and just spritz a little bit. Like, I can't help it. It's a disease. Okay guys, so I just went ahead and cleaned up underneath the eye and realized that I haven't done any eyeliner. What is wrong with me today? I think it's the sunshine. The sun is just so nice here today. Maybe that's why I'm so forgetful. The sun was so nice today. I literally just went out for half an hour and sat on my porch. It was so nice. But then I saw a lizard and got scared and came inside. Okay, so for eyeliner today, I'm just gonna do a little bit of black eyeshadow. I'm just gonna push this at my lash line. I mean, you guys clearly know how much I love liquid liner, but I think if we went for a really strong eyeliner look today, it would really take away from the eyeshadow. Then I'm just gonna pull it out ever so slightly. Create a little wing. And I'm just gonna go back in with the little brush that had the berry shadow on it, just to make sure that we blend out that black eyeshadow. Okay guys, so that's better. So now, actually, moving on to skin, I'm gonna go in, as always, with my Mario Badescu facial spray. I want my skin extra hydrated because of the primer that I'm gonna go in with today. and that is my Phillips Milk of Magnesia. So I think I might have talked about this primer on my channel before, and I should start off by saying it's not technically a primer. This is technically a stomach laxative, but styled by Harouche, who is an international makeup artist, most famously known for working with the Kardashians. In her makeup masterclass in New York, she said that she uses it on all of the Kardashians. And one of my all-time favorite makeup artists, Christina Sakalias, who's Makeup by Christina on Instagram, she said that once she used this and it literally lasted 48 hours on her skin. And I have never ever in my life used a primer that is more long wearing. So, you know, for beautiful days like today where you want to be out in the sunshine all day, you definitely do want your makeup to last. And this, in my opinion, is the most bulletproof makeup primer in the world. So yeah, I'll show you guys how I like to use it. So I always start off by giving it a really good shake, and I just pour a little bit just into the cap. And then I like to take a foundation brush. This one's by Napoleon Perdis. Get my braids out of the way. And all I simply do is just paint this all over my face. And now I know this product is a stomach laxative, but for anyone who is concerned or disturbed, it actually has a really, really pleasant smell. So after I just paint this all over my face, you just want to let this product dry, and you will know when it's dry because your skin will go really stiff, and also in some areas of the skin it will grab and go a little bit white. I'm not sure if you guys can see it's gone a little bit white here, which is totally normal. This will completely mattify the skin. It just makes the most beautiful, beautiful base for your foundation. So you really do get the best of both worlds. Not only will this product give you the best possible longevity out of your base, but the way that it makes your base look, it's flawless on another level. So you guys can see even as I'm talking to you, it's really starting to dry. So just take your time. I normally just like to take a palette and just fan my skin so it's really, really dry. Okay, so my skin is definitely dry, and you'll be able to see that your skin physically mattifies. It's just incredible. And like I said, if you get a little white patches, that's totally normal, and it completely covers and you don't see any texture. Now moving on to foundation, my new current and probably my all-time favorite foundation combination in the world, and that is my Too Faced Born This Way foundation and my L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover foundation. For the L'Oreal, I'm in 24 Golden Beige, and for the Born This Way, I'm in Caramel. So just mixing these two together, and as always, taking that on my Morphe M492 brush, just picking that foundation up and just applying it all over the skin like you normally would. So now that my foundation is painted right the way over my skin, I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, just really press it in, also down the neck as well. And as I said, guys, not only will the Milk of Magnesia give you amazing, amazing longevity out of your makeup, but the way that your base makeup sits on top of this product is just insane. When I started using this product, I swear to you, now I've been a makeup artist for what, 8 years? I've been doing my own makeup since I was 11. I have never in my life seen my skin as flawless as this. It is crazy. But literally, like, if I keep going on about it, I'm gonna cry, so I'll stop. Now onto cream contour. This is saying something. This base routine and products are so incredible. I would literally wear this on my wedding day. And I can just picture my brother saying, on your wedding day, sorry, what's wrong with that sentence? Yeah. I mean, I literally couldn't be more single if I tried. And continuing on with my favorite base combo at the moment, I'm going in with my Tarte Tape Shape Concealer. I'm in Light Medium Honey, and that's literally it as far as my concealer and highlighter goes. And now to set the face, I'm going in with my Coty Airspun Loose Translucent Powder, picking that up on my beauty blender. And I always like to start by just pressing the powder in underneath my eyes, down the apples of my cheeks, and then really, really pushing that in. So this isn't necessarily baking, you know, this is what I call pressing. I'm personally not into baking. I mean, I do have really oily skin, but I find that the technique of pressing works for me. You might find if you have really oily skin, or even if you have normal skin but you do get quite shiny and quite oily through your T-zone, is maybe just to bake those areas. And I would leave that on for a good 10 minutes. So just really pressing in this powder to the rest of my skin. And I think when it comes to long wearing makeup, I think a lot of people automatically just go straight to the foundation. But if you're really, really wanting your makeup to last all day, I think it's all about your base. Whether you have oily skin or dry skin, you never want to strip your skin of oil. On our skin, we have sweat glands and sebaceous glands. Sweat glands secrete sweat. Sebaceous glands secrete sebum, which is oil. And when you strip your skin of oil, your sebaceous glands will freak out and produce more oil. So it actually works against you. So as I said, regardless if you have oily skin or dry skin, super important to really hydrate your skin if you're wanting your makeup to last. And then going in with a bulletproof primer, which for me, of course, is the Phillips Milk of Magnesia. And then using a really, really good long wearing foundation and then setting your skin. Really properly setting your skin is so integral to making your makeup last. And now moving on to bronzer, taking my MAC Studio Fix powder in NW45. And now moving on to the Betty Luminizer by The Balm, which is a beautiful, beautiful shimmery bronzer with a beautiful gold undertone. And now going in with Hoola by Benefit. Can you guys see how beautiful that shimmery bronzer is just over the skin? How much it makes the skin glow? But really, I've got like 40 pounds of powder on my face. And now for a touch of blush, I'm going in with my e.l.f. blush palette, which looks like this. I'm going to be taking this gorgeous blush here, kind of like a dark peachy tone, maybe. And I'm just going to put this just on the top of my cheeks. I think it's really nice for spring to always add a little flush of colour to your cheeks. Doesn't always have to be pink. And now for the underneath of the eye, I'm basically just going to be taking just a mixture of all these Inglot shadows here. And today I'm going to be doing that on a MAC 217. I'm just going to softly run these underneath the eye. And then we're taking this beautiful shade here, which was the shade that we used on the mobile lid. And I'm just going to run that underneath the eye. Just focusing more on the inner third. And then for the waterline, now you absolutely could do a beautiful nude color, maybe even a white. But for me, I'm going to go in with a brown eyeliner. This is Brown Sugar by Napoleon Perdis. Just going to do a really fine line just in my waterline. Okay guys, so I just quickly went in with my Merry Luminizer by The Balm just to highlight my Cupid's bow on my nose. But for my inner corner highlight, this is definitely a little bit weird for me. But I'm going to go back in with my Morphe 350 palette. And I'm going to take this pinky tone here. I'm definitely not one for pinky tones. This is more of like, maybe like a champagne pink. But it definitely has like some warm yellowy, orangey undertones. So just on a tiny little brush, just going to pop just a tiny bit just on my tear ducts. I thought about maybe doing a gold highlight because we did do a gold highlight through the brow bone, but I just kind of wanted to mix it up a little bit. Okay, so I did just quickly go in and do a light coat of mascara. Now I don't want to do anything crazy with my lashes today because I really don't want to take away from the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to go and pop in just a couple of individuals. And for my lash glue, I'm going to take my all-time favorite Huda Beauty lash glue in black. And now moving on to lips, I'm going to do my favourite lip combo at the moment, which is starting off with this LA Colors lip liner in Cappuccino. It's just a nice neutral brown tone. Now I reckon if you wanted to, because it's spring, you absolutely could go in with a nice pop of colour. So I'm going to start off with my Abu Dhabi NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. Oh, now I'm tired. Do I keep it like this or do I add a little bit of Cairo? Just a tiny bit in the center. So this is my makeup look completely done. I am so happy with it. It's actually exciting. My cousin and her boyfriend are down. They're visiting for a few days and I'm literally going to call them and say, we need to go out tonight. This needs to go out tonight. I'm kidding. Kidding. A little bit. Yeah, anyways guys, this is my glam spring look. So I don't really even know what to call this video. Long wearing, full glam, colourful, wearable spring daytime makeup look, maybe? That's technically what I wanted to create, so we'll see. Yeah, as always, I really hope you like this tutorial. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. I love hearing what you guys think of the look. I would love if you guys gave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. And until my next video, I'll see all of you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
Across the sea.